Welcome back to the Backctrypa podcast. Before we get into the episode, I want to drop the names of some of the brands that not only support this passion I have, but also support and believe in this podcast. First off, XOP, if you want to save some money, go use Backctrypa 15. That gives you 15% off. Forget Genetics, local company right here. Use Backctrypa. That'll get you 20% off your entire order. That's a mineral company, so if you have private land, then do that. Don't be going and baiting on public. We don't condone that at all. Camp Company, go check them out. They make products for outdoorsmen and women. Use code BCPA10. That'll save you 10% off. And some partners that we don't have discounts for: On-X, Scent Thief, Bow Creek Outdoors, Our Grounds Coffee Company. Make sure you go check these brands out on Instagram or Facebook. Check out what they got. If you enjoy what you hear on the podcast, please give us a rating and review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. I would greatly appreciate it, and I really appreciate the honest feedback. Thanks, guys. Keep hunting. Don't stop. I'm gonna hunt more bigger woods next year, I think. Yeah. Instead of like, cause I put like, I want to say I was close to like 30 sits this year. Really? Yes, with a new baby and everything. Like I was like, that's a lot. Yeah. Like it might not have been all day sits, maybe like a couple hours here and there, but it was a lot. Yeah. And like I want to get to maybe half that, but be more successful. Yeah. Like actually shooting deer. You know. Mm-hmm. I hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many sits I'm at, dude. I was thinking about like Rand asked me the other day, and I was like, dude, I bet you it's over 100, dude. Like, it's crazy, dude, how much I hunt, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty wild, dude. Like, I don't know. Dude, but that's... Yeah. It definitely makes me bet. But, like, everyone thinks that, like, oh, dude, every single time I go out. Like, I got family friends, and they're like, dude, every time you go out, you kill something. I'm like, no, I don't, dude. I pass up a lot more deer than I freaking even shoot. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like... Trust me, dude, I ain't killing everything I freaking see. It might look like it sometimes, but, dude, it ain't like that. Last year, you were just, every time you went out of state or went to a different state, it was like you had a bucked out within, like, the first day or two. And it was like, man, that guy's killing. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, dude, sometimes you get lucky, dude. You know what I mean? Like, dude, luck is a big part of it. Yeah, it is. I mean, dude, really, like, I killed a lot less deer last year than I did this year. Really? Yeah. Did you kill more doe this year? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I killed more. I killed 4 bucks last year. I only killed 3 bucks and a doe. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I guess just the way it was stacking up. Like, oh, Lane's leaving. Yeah. And then the next day, it's like, Lane got a buck. Yeah. That dude. Kansas one was wild, dude. But yeah. I didn't even know how I want to. But I want to put a lot more work for it. I don't know. Like, everyone doesn't see everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, people think they do. But, like, dude, you know how it is. Yeah. And we'll get into that. Yeah. We'll get into that. See if that's... Yeah. I can hear it. I think it sounds good. Yeah. All right. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Cool. It's a little different, right? Because last time you were here, we had that mic just in the middle. And we just talked around it. Yeah, it was hanging down, dude. Was it? I think so. I think it was. I don't remember really, to be honest with you. I think the table was over to the left, though. Yeah, the table was like right here. Yeah. And just had regular seats around it. That's what it was. And my little desk, my little cubicle was back here. Yeah. That was. I think I was looking up. I was thinking it was episode 74. Was it? I think it was something like that. So you're pretty much on 110 episodes after that. Dang. Again. That's pretty cool. Yeah. How many years ago was that? I think it was a year and a half. 2 years, maybe? 2 years? Yeah. I know it was winter. Because it was cold. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was that year I shot that Sika deer. That 6 point. Yep. I think that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. It was, yeah. That was, man, how the times have changed. I know.
Well,
Yeah.
Lane, welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah. You want to introduce yourself to the listeners, even watchers maybe, of who you are, maybe how you, not really how you got into hunting, but maybe how you got into self-filming, because this is your guest number 2 on the self-filming series.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Man, introduce yourself and how you got into filming.
All right, well, my name's Lane Housner, and pretty much just like any kid getting into something. I mean, I seen it on TV first. I remember watching like Fear No Evil and Aerial Affliction with Chris Brackett.
Yep.
He was huge back then at the time, and like, dude, I'll never forget, like, I got these little point and shoot cameras with Alex, like the little Nikon ones, you know what I mean? You turn it, and I filmed everything. Like, it didn't matter. I meant squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, Tweety bird hunting, just anything we could, dude. We put just, some Disturbed music to it, some Down to the Sickness. Dude, it was sick, you know what I mean? Like, it was just the dopest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then, like, high school came, and I kind of just fell out of it. I was playing sports and just hanging out. And I took some, like, filming classes and photography classes. I always kind of, like, had a passion for it, but I just didn't really, like, you know how it is in high school, dude. You do anything creative or anything cool, like, dude, kids would just make fun of you. I didn't want to be made fun of.
I was in art class, dude.
Yeah.
I was the one, like, making the little clay molds and everything. I was a weirdo.
Dude, I just tried to fit in high school for some reason. Like, I just didn't want to get picked on, you know what I mean? But funny how that is. But yeah, then after high school, I think my mom got me a DSLR camera for Christmas, like one of them Canons, like T5s or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, we should try to film our hunt. So I went up to the sportsman show, got a freaking camera arm, one of them junky ones. You screw it to the tree, like just total crap. And freaking went out and shot a doe in New Jersey, and all I filmed, but I didn't film anything, dude, just the kill shot, dude. That's all it was. And I remember coming back and being like, Alex, we can do this, man. I know we can do this, I was like, let's start a channel and let's, like, get into it. And he was like, all right. So he went out, bought a camera, and then I went out to he was hunting this ranch over in Ohio. It was, pretty much like $4,000 a year. And it was pretty much, or not $4,000 a year. What am I talking about? It's like $800 a year. It's like 4,500 acres. There's like 50 other dudes that hunt it too. Yeah. So it's like kind of like this, like, little private piece that we have. But freaking went out, filmed him on a turkey hunt. Dude, I thought I was laying down like Heartland bow hunter production quality, man. Like, I mean, in my mind, everything was awesome.
Why?
Oh, dude, pans, dude, close-ups, zoom back, like just cool stuff. He shot one, and then I put it together. I'll never forget, man. My buddy lives up here, Zach Waltz, freaking opened up the laptop. I was like, dude, you got to check out this film I just made. He's like, all right, dude. Show within like 5 seconds, dude, he was just dying. Like, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm shutting it off. I'm not showing you, dude. If you're just going to make fun of me, I was like, I'm not showing you. And he was like, dude, that looked like garbage. And I was
my God.
Oh, man, really? And like, after that, I was like, dang, dude. I was like, this stuff is like, it's hard, man. Like, it was so shaky. I mean, the video's still up on our channel, dude. It's like the shakiest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, it's a cool video, I guess, but it's just super shaky. And then just gradually got more and more into it. I did an internship with the Untamed, and that really helped because like, you were just straight up filming for the whole, season. So like, I feel like that's where I kind of got good at it. And then came back here and pretty much just started pumping out content, and it kind of blew up. I think we went from like 160 subscribers to like now we're at like 24,000 or something like that. So like something definitely worked. And
something did,
So I and like watching our videos now, I mean, it's crazy how far we've come. So.
The change, like the dynamic of the videos, like the professionalism of it too, like the genre too. Like I'm sure, like from the very beginning, you see like, oh, a shot this way, but really my style is this now, right? And like the back to the kill shot, like that's what you did see, like on the outdoor channel. That's all you really saw. You saw the kill shot, and that was it. Because I remember watching that as a kid. I was like, it was just the kill shot.
Oh yeah,
like it was just guy pulls back a bow and bam, kill shot.
Some cool music, dude. Like yeah, it's funny.
But then it kind of that turn of like when the hunting public started. Then people wanted to do the whole walkthrough of the whole process and everything like that. So what year do you think that it really clicked for you, or what was the process like of building up to that? For like, you're going from just a kill shot to like what clicked? Was it when you went out and internshiped out there, or like when did that really click?
No, I'd say it really clicked when I started like editing videos. and like kind of seeing what like all shots I needed, and like really I meant like, it sucks saying this, but pretty much just like copying people. You know what I mean? Like you watch something online, you're like, all right, dude, like they got a kind of a cool style. I mean, even with THP, you know, you watch some of their videos and you're like, dang, dude, like that's cool, dude. You know, like dude, that's a cool shot he has. Like, dude, I got an idea. I can do it this way. You know, kind of tweak it just a little bit, but you still kind of got the idea off of them. You know, so that's like, yeah, pretty much like pretty much right away. I knew I was like, all right, dude, like. Heartland Bowhunter doesn't just have like one kill shot and that's it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta kind of tell the story, and then like, you know, when the first couple after like the next one I filmed, I think I filmed my buddy Aaron shooting a spike down in freaking Maryland, dude, and like I got a couple more like clips, and then it was just like pretty much the long kills of these deer coming in. You know what I mean? And then gradually like the next couple of videos, I was like, all right, we gotta cut that down. So you know, you get GoPros and you have secondary angles where you kind of cut them in and out, and like. Yeah, just like constantly just evolving and just learning, you know. But I'd say it took me probably like 4 or 5 videos before I pretty much like got it figured out. Like, all right, what kind of shots I need, you know. Now I can be like, all right, I know exactly kind of. I can see the whole video kind of playing out in my head just because I'm editing everything, you know what I mean. So I was like, all right, I need this shot. All right, I kind of want to take a shot like this. Boom, boom, do, you know what I mean. It just keeps going, and then I can kind of when I go to edit, you know.
Yeah, so you said about the multiple angles too. Yeah. Like you start out with one camera. Yeah. So like what was you start with T5? Yeah. And then before that it was one of the little handy cams. Yep. Kind of like that, right? Like it was a handheld camera.
Yeah, it's one of them Nikon point and shoot, so it's like completely flat, and then you turn on and the lens like zooms out. You know what I mean? Like we had one of them.
Yeah, yeah. And we're not bashing anyone if they use that. Like whatever you get into, you know that. Whatever you can afford, right?
Yeah, everyone's got to learn somewhere, you know? So.
Exactly. And I'm going to be self-filmed with this while attempting to again this year. Yeah. But so what was the process of upgrading to a better camera than the T5 or the Nikon or, you know, then possibly getting that second angle? Like, what was that process like for you, and what did you upgrade to before what you have now?
Yeah, so I had that T5, and then I think I flipped it and got a T5i.
Okay, yep.
Excuse me. But those T5Is, apparently, it was like, I had a little port for your mic, so it was a little more like video focused, video oriented. And then I got a camcorder. I mean, I had like a crappy little GoPro, so that was kind of like my little secondary angle, you know. But then I got a camcorder, Canon XA20. Yeah. And I mean, dude, I love that camera, you know, it was good. And then me and Alex, we took these kayaks out on the river there, and freaking, dude, like, one of the first days of spring turkey season when the river was high and we were idiots, freaking roll my kayak in it, dude. Oh yeah, I lost everything, dude. The only thing I grabbed off of it was the camera, but I mean, I floated in the river for like 40 yards. The camera got completely destroyed. Right. You know, but yeah. So then after that, I got an XA40. Okay. So that's the camera I'm currently using right now. And then we had an intern, I believe last year or the year before, and we got him an XA40. So like now we're not doing the internship thing. So now I just got 2 XA40s. Yeah. So I kind of like flip back and forth, whichever one I like.
All right.
You know.
So with the XA40, what year was that? Did that come out?
Man, I think just a couple years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. All right. I think now they got like I want to say like the 60s or maybe the 70s series. Okay. Yeah. So it was a couple years ago, but I mean, it's still like, you know, it's a 4K camera. Right. It's a nice camera.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I think I paid, I don't know, like $1,300 from it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So does that matter? Like when you're filming, do you want like the newest type thing? Like in your opinion, in my opinion, I don't think you need like the newest and best thing. Like it all depends on the type of quality of films you take. Like, like the shots you get, how you edit it. I think that matters more than like, say the quality of the camera. Yeah. Yeah.
I 100% agree, dude. Like everyone's in like this whole like 4K craze right now, and like, dude, I don't even run my camera in 4K. I still run it in like 1080 just because the file's so much smaller. It's like it's easier to load on my computer. Now 4K, it's nicer in post production because you can crop up way more than the 1080. But like for file size and everything else, and just easy use, I just do the 1080. But yeah, I think it's all just personal preference and what you're trying to do. I mean, I know like some dudes will sit here and tell you, oh, you need to upgrade your camera every single year. You know, like I personally, I think it's all what you're kind of trying to go for. Now, if you're trying to go for like Heartland bow hunter, Seek One type stuff, all right, yeah, you know, you got to get the nice stuff, you know. But like if you're trying to, you know, go out and film what you're trying to do on public land, I think you're all right with like kind of a crappier style camera, you know. I mean, like, dude, I beat the crap out of my camera. It still holds up, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you take it through deer drives and everything.
Oh, dude.
Like
I mean, I take it. I mean, it gets wet, dude. Like, there was one day down in Delaware, dude, I couldn't even open up the front lens because it got so wet.
Get out.
Yeah, it was frozen solid, dude.
Oh, my God. So that leads into a really good question, because my biggest question that I've always had with self-filming in general, because I went out, I forget when it was. It was sometime in the early season, but it was, like, downpouring out. And I was like, I'll take my camera out, just keep it in a backpack just in case it stops, and I'll put it on the camera arm. You know, have the GoPro second angle, because GoPros are waterproof unless you have the little side off.
Yeah.
You know, charge it. So, like, what would be your way of keeping preventing elements, and I'll let him get in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty rough on stuff. So, like, to be honest with you, I freaking just, like, how I walk in is I walk in with the camera in my one hand, and my bow in the other, dude. And that's why I walk in. That way I, like, get the shots I need. Because I find if I put it in my backpack, I don't get any shots.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it's real hard for me. Or, like, say you see a deer walking in and you want to tell the whole story, dude. Freaking pick it up and film it real quick. You know, where's it in your bag? All right, you got to drop. All right, where's that deer? Oh, dude, it's 150 yards away now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, I just find that I always keep my camera on me at all times. That way it's easy to film. It's easier to use. And all I do is bring in, like, one of them big plastic bags, those Ziploc bags. It fits over my camera and my mic. If it freaking starts downpouring, I always usually have one in. I put it on and take it off when it's, you know, stops or eases up. I mean, I've been caught in some downpours, you know. Right. But I used to use, like, anything really, like my shirt or, like, my freaking hat, you know. Like, usually if it's just dusting or if it's just misting, I'll put my hat over it to start. I'll tip it down on the camera arm so it's, like, you know, it's got to have a slimmer profile so I'm not taking up super room. And I'll put my hat on it and kind of hang, like, you know, the solid part of my hat over, like, like, pretty much the guts of the camera, trying to keep it dry. And then if it really amps up, I'll put the plastic bag on it. Okay. But usually at all times I have a plastic bag on me. Yeah, it's loud, but it's not terrible. You know, it's not like I'm sitting there just.
Are you filming with that on? Like, if
I can.
If the bag is over the lens area, like, are you still going to film with that?
Yeah, I mean, I could. I usually put a little slit in it and just freaking open it up. Okay. I mean, like, 2 years ago in Ohio, it was dumping, dude. I had the camera on, and also, dude, this buck comes, and he comes walking up the ridge, and he's going away from me, and I freaking grunt, and then it turns, he comes in a thicket, and I was filming with it, you know, and, like, it sounds all right, it sounds good, so, like, I don't have a problem with filming with a plastic bag on my camera.
And I think it just adds to that experience. Like, listen, like, you're a self-filmer out hunting. Like, the weather's not going to be perfect. Yeah. So, I mean, but then my mind is like, okay, what if I ruin the camera? Like, I get the shot, I get everything, like, everything's perfect on it, and then the water ruins the camera, or, like, snow ruins the camera, or whatever.
Yeah,
like, it's like
you got to have a lot of water to ruin a camera, to be honest with you. Like, you got to be sitting out there just having it be dumped on. Like, I've seen my camera get soaking wet, and it still works.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't think a lot of people know that. Me being one of them, I didn't know that. Like, and I'm sure, like, the wraps you put on cameras, like that one, where it has the hush tape on the side, kind of helps a little bit.
I'm sure it would. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but, like, I don't freaking know. But I'm sure, in my logic, it makes sense that it would help a little bit. You know what I mean? Bit. So,
especially have, like, those cracks covered, kind of like where it could sleep inside there. Like,
100%.
It probably would help a little bit. Yeah. But I think the bag, I mean, like I said, it just probably adds to that experience. Like, I'm not to the level of anyone else that's being on this self-filming series at all, because I'm trying to learn from, like, you guys as well. But I feel like it'd be, you know, it just add that experience. Like, if the hunting public is doing it, or the hunting public or whoever else you watch on there is doing that, like, you wouldn't turn their channel off because they're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're doing it or not.
Yeah.
I don't freaking know. I mean, I'm sure they got someone filming it, so, like, it looks like they're just covering it with their jackets at times. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen their one hunt with that mule deer hunt when, like, the snow. Yep. And it looked like Cole was just covering it with his jacket, if I remember. He might have had a bag, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to turn it off if I freaking see it. I mean, dude, it's real life stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not hunting over food. I'm not hunting over any. You know, it's not like I'm managing a freaking 5,000 acre farm that I got here. You know, like, dude, it's all freaking run and gun, and whenever I got time to hunt, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's real life. Yeah. And it's, you know, you're trying to tell a story while you do it. Yeah. So, like, we kind of hit on the why at the very beginning.
Yeah.
because you just had this passion for after watching it on TV and you just really got into it. But like, what's the why to continue it where it is now?
I mean, I still love it, dude, just as much as I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still get giddy when I freaking, get something on film, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I did that, and I can always go back and watch it. Like, that's the coolest part for me. It's not even like posting it and like, like, I feel like people think that I'm like trying to just get big, and I'm trying to, like, dude, I'm not. I could care less. I just like, dude, I like sharing my stuff, and like, I think people like it. I mean, I hope people like it, and it's just fun watching it for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to post it to YouTube, but like, I do, because I think other people. I mean, obviously, we got 24,000 people, so like, people like watching it, I guess. But like, it's cool just going back. Like, I watched hunts like years ago, when I went out to Montana and killed that spring bear. I can go back and freaking watch that hunt, or when I killed my mule deer, go back watch that hunt. Like, it's cool going back and being able to watch hunts. Or like, even like me and Kaylee, like last year, like I still go back and watch that hunt, dude. Like, it's just fun. It puts me right back in the moment. I can feel exactly how I felt in that moment. For the most part, like
I mean, that's kind of what I thought. Like, a lot of people would say, but like, you also have those people in that same realm that do the complete opposite. Like, they just want to get big. Like, you have that out there, and that kind of saturates the industry. Like, we kind of talked about that before the podcast even started. We were talking about that, so I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again.
Dude, we could just sit here and talk 2 hours on that shit. Dude.
Oh, dude. But yeah, it's saturated. That's why I kind of like hearing the whys, because when you have real people on that do it because they don't necessarily need to post it. Like, if YouTube went down today,
dude, I would still be filming my hunts and still editing them. Just no one would see them, dude.
Right. Your close friends, like, people come over, like, you just have like a watch party.
Yeah.
Like, that would honestly be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
To have, like, if you have like certain videos you don't release, and it's like you only have watch parties. Like, you have like.
That would be cool, like a little premiere or something.
Yeah,
like
a little
that would
premiere.
actually be kind of cool. That's a cool idea.
It's almost like the Badlands Film Festival, or any other film festival out there where they have everyone come and watch it.
Yeah.
But like that, like if YouTube went down, you just have watch parties, and like it would be just as cool to do that as it on YouTube, especially if you're in for the right reason.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so saturated now, like we talked about, where people are getting to it for the wrong reason. Like, self-filming is one of those realms, right? Like, people are doing that. Podcasts are another thing. Yeah. People get into the wrong reason. But I digress. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole, because I want people to learn about self-filming right now.
Yeah.
So your style. Yeah. Because there's multiple styles for self-filming. What's your style of filming?
I would just say, like, real life, making you feel like you're right in it. I got that 360 camera this year, and dude, you can really, I feel like with that kind of angle, you can really feel like you're just right beside me in the tree. Yeah.
Would you say, like, if someone's getting into it for the first time, say they just bought their main camera is going to be DSLR or a handy cam, something like that. Would you, if they want to spend the money on like a second angle, either a newer GoPro or a 360, would you recommend the 360 cam over the Insta360 or the
like a newer GoPro with a head strap? Right. Dude, that was my go-to for a while too, because that thing's nice, because you can freaking just have the camera there, and a lot of times, say like a buck comes in really super fast in the rut and you can't get the main camera on. Well, dude, all it is a click of the button up on your head. Boop, you can click that. Yep. Dude, your GoPro's on. It's pretty much as soon as you hit that button, at least mine is on that 6, and it freaking fires up right away. You know what I mean? Yep. You're ready to roll. So, like, that saved my butt a couple times, like getting the shot on film and stuff. But, like,
with my 5, I can't do that.
Oh, really?
Like, it might be set up where I can do it, but, like,
my fear is like,
you can. If I press it, my fear is like, if I press it, it won't turn on.
You got to get over that fear. That's the biggest thing. I mean, dude, trust me, it sucks. Like, I've already screwed up. I mean, there was one hunt a couple years ago in Ohio, like, this buck came in. I mean, dude, he was just raking this, I don't even know what kind of tree it was, but right in front of me at like 100 yards. And I got like a 30-second GoPro clip because I clicked it on, grunted at him, and then I forgot. And I remember like being like, didn't clicking it and being like, oh wait, crap. Clicked it again. I like double clipped it, and it didn't catch this second time.
Oh yeah.
So I pretty much turned it on one time, and then it was like I turned it off. It was processing, and then I hit it again, and it just pretty much canceled out that second one and just shut off. So then I didn't get the shot. I mean, I got the shot on my main camera, luckily, but I didn't have the buck coming in on the second film. It would have been cooler, but It is what it is, you know. But yeah, like I don't know. Those 360s are pretty tough to beat. Besides, the only thing is, it's a little bit more than the GoPro. It's not just like a one button and you can freaking hit it on. Yeah. And also the batteries suck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the batteries are junk on them. At least mine is. I don't know. Maybe I got a dud, but like it just seems like, dude, you got to be on top of charging that thing. Okay. And if you forget to charge it, you are hosed because it's only gonna have like a 5-minute battery life if you leave it in the car or something and it gets cold.
Do they have the ports like the GoPros where you can actually have an external battery pack plug into it, or do they not?
Dude, to be honest with you, they might. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't really like go crazy with it. I just like freaking just know that. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, how's the battery charge? Is it like, do you take the battery out?
No, I just take it out of the case.
Okay.
And it's freaking it opens up on the side and it's a little like USB-C that plugs right in.
Oh, so yeah, you probably can't then if you have to take it out of a case.
Yeah. I don't know.
That sucks. Because I know the GoPro, all you do for that is like take off the flap on the outside if you just want to have it plugged into that's what I do all the time. I keep the flap off all the time just in case.
Yeah. But I mean, you probably could. Actually, I think you could. I think you could actually like take the flap. I think it's kind of like the same style as a GoPro, so you kind of just take the flap out and freaking plug it in, put an external battery on it. I'm sure you could.
Yeah. With that 360, is it harder to edit than it is with the GoPro, or like because are you recording all of 360? Like when it's there, it's recording everything, and you have to edit down to what you want it to.
Yeah, so pretty much you get an app on your phone, and the app is like super simple. Okay. Super simple. I had one of them old 360 Fusions or GoPro 360 Fusions. Junk. Absolute junk. Do not waste your money on any GoPro 360. Okay. Get one of them Insta 360s. They're easier to use, but I got an Insta 360 1R. Yeah. And it hooks up right to your app. You can do, I mean, I could freaking turn it on with my phone. I can turn it off. I can record it. I can change it from like 16:9 to like, you know, pretty much standard, like horizontal. Right. I can do pretty much anything. And you can, it's set up pretty much like Adobe. It's got like little keyframes. Yeah. So you just, in their editing software, I mean, it hasn't like messed up on me once. It's not like the GoPro software where it's like total slow and lags and junk, you know what I mean? Like, this stuff's pretty fast, and you can like sit there and freaking go crazy on it. Okay. Like, you can make it the small world back to like the big world, or like back to like, you know, the main view, and then you can crop in, you can freaking crop out real quick, and then you can save it all to your phone, and then all you got to do is go to like, you know, a website and transfer it over pretty much.
Are they 4K or are they 1080?
Oh, they're 4K.
4K? Yeah. Okay, but you can downgrade it to 1080. Yeah. I imagine. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. I've looked into them. Yeah. I didn't really dabble with it yet. I feel like, for me, I want to get the GoPro and the main camera down first, and then it's like, okay, once I get a full season of that under my belt, then it's like, now I can do the 360. Yeah. I feel like once you get a full season, and you know you're gonna stick with it, then it's like, then you can upgrade stuff.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. I would definitely see if you like it first, you know, with just even the main camera and see what you like. But it really, and also going back to like what camera I would get for the main camera, I would, if I was like starting out, I don't think I'd get a DSLR. Yeah, it's too hard. You don't have a remote control on your freaking you know, camera arm. Like, my remote control from that XA or XA40, dude, it's like this big. It's so little. Yeah. And it sits right there. I can turn it on. I can turn it off. I can zoom in. I can focus. I mean, it has unlimited. Like, I can pretty much do every single function that I can on the cammer on that little thing. And all it is I'm moving my finger.
And what does it plug into? Does it plug into?
It has a little port on the side. It's like a little like 3mm or 3.5 millimeter jack or whatever. Yeah, it plugs in right there. Really? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Whereas like those Canon, those T5s, you'll get them cheaper. Yep. But you're freaking going to be messing around. Yeah, you're going to be messing around autofocus and everything. One of my first bucks, it came in. I mean, it was like freaking right in front of me. I grunted it. It came down off the mountain, and it's right underneath of me. And the entire time, like, I could have it in manual focus, but then the entire time I'm looking through the screen trying to get it to focus, you know what I mean? Or I'd just put it in autofocus, so I was just like, all right, all I'm doing is shooting this deer and having the camera rolling. And the entire time in the film, you can hear, and all it is the autofocus trying to pick it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I was just starting out again, I would definitely get a camcorder first and foremost, because it's easier.
Yeah, it's definitely the easier route to go. Yeah. Because you don't have all those buttons. You don't have... You know, make sure it's on video mode. First, you have the little dial on top. Like, it's a little thing you overlook. But like, if you miss it by one, it's like then you press record. Yep. It's like a record.
Oh yeah.
Video. Like it's on these, it's like you press the record button.
Yep, and it's
Boom.
recording. If it's
Right.
red, if there's red light on the screen,
Yep.
all right, it's recording. All right,
I mean,
we're
look
good.
right there. The red light's on. Like,
Yeah, you can see
it's clear,
It's
and there's
easy.
also a blinking red light behind it that says it's on. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was debating actually going to a DSLR. I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get a T7, something like that, where I can plug the jack in and have the external mic. And I was like, why do that? Like, it would be more stressful.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if that buck does come in, like, yeah, I'm going to take the shot even if I don't get it on camera. But, like, if I can get it on camera by just pressing a little button and then getting the buck too, like, or doe or whatever,
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, it's so much easier, dude. And you don't have to that big thing in front. You're trying to freaking do everything in front, like get it focused and freaking zoom in and out. Like the camcorder is just so much easier.
And like you said, with the little clicker too.
Yep.
That's what I like to get for this, but I'll have you look at it then.
Yeah.
Because I think I can get it on this, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But that's what I like to do for that because the clicker would be nice.
Oh, dude, you can't beat the remote control.
Yeah.
You can't beat the remote control.
Yeah. And plus you can press record just like that.
Yep.
Every button is right there. Right
you turn it on. Boom. Yep. All I do, I have my screen open and my lens cap off, and it's sitting right there. And as soon as I see a deer, boom, hands right there, on, boom, record, boom, 2 seconds.
Would you recommend? So if they buy a Handy Cam, GoPro, whatever, Insta360, would you recommend them spending more money on the camera arm? Like, is that an important part? Because I mean, I run the Muddy.
Yeah.
It's a decent arm.
The Muddy's just big and bulky. Are you using the Outfitter arm or which one you run?
No, the other one.
The other
not
one,
the Outfitter one.
The one that strips right to the plate and then you just stay at the end?
Yeah. That one kind of like.
I just hate the ratchet, dude. I had one of them Hawk ones, starting out. And I mean, yeah, it's decent, but you don't have a lot of freaking leveling control. Those fourth arrow ones are nice. I got the Lone Wolf one just because, back a couple years ago, there was a big craze for those pocket arms.
Yeah.
Of course, I bought into it, but I wish I weren't enough. Dude, that thing sucks. It's
Does it really?
It's so bouncy and it's freaking hard to get strapped to the tree tight.
What kind of ratchet does it use, or what kind of strap does it use?
One of them cam buckle things, or
oh really?
Yeah. So all you do is just freaking pull it tight, and it's freaking right there, and then you there's a top knob on it, and you have to cinch that down.
Yep.
But even still, some of those slick bark trees, dude. If I have my camera the full length of the camera arm, and I have it out on the side, sometimes it just whoop, drops.
Yep.
And you're like, God dang, that
same
sucks.
thing with my Muddy. Is I have the Vital Ground camera arm attachment method. I have that. It works well, attaching to it, but with the weight and the outstretched arm, it does not hold it completely tight. So if it was probably with something else, it probably work just as well. But with the Muddy, it does not work.
No.
It just doesn't get tight enough to the tree.
Yeah.
The ratchet strap, I feel, is the only way. But then also when you ratchet that to the tree, it's almost back to the metal. Right?
Yeah, it's so. You can get it really quiet. There was times where I was freaking like a ninja with that dang ratchet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but still, you're still making noise.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What? So you brought up Adobe. What kind of programming do you recommend using? That you would use? What do you use to edit your videos?
So I can do it on Adobe. Besides, I'm not as fluent. I'm fluent, but I'm just way slower. It would probably take me twice as long to freaking edit one of these videos.
Yeah.
On Adobe versus doing it how I do it. So I got Sony Movie Platinum 13.
Okay.
Don't waste your monies with any of the newer Sony Platinums.
Yeah.
They suck. You'll get
the upgrades, you mean?
Yeah, dude. I don't even know what number they're at, but dude, if you waste your money on the 17, 18s, 19, I think it's 19. It might only go up to 18, but dude, it's garbage compared to the older stuff.
Really?
Yeah. The older stuff's nice. You don't have any you can't do any color corrections or color grading in it.
Yep.
But to be honest with you, I don't color grade any of my stuff. You know what I mean? It's just real raw stuff. So I'm not, but yeah, I like it, man. I'm really fluent with it. My transitions are nice. I can add music. I can, I can edit even the clips if I want to. I can blur out stuff. I pretty much have unlimited. It's pretty much like Adobe, besides it's simpler.
Okay.
At least for me.
Right. So you said blurring out. Do you blur out blood? I know I watched your videos and you didn't blur out blood.
I don't blur out no blood, dude. Nah, I didn't blur out no blood.
Nice.
No, the only thing I blur out is maps or maybe
if you
license
walk past,
plates. Stuff like
past
that.
A state game land sign or something like that.
Yeah, well, dude, I won't even take it. Yeah. Dude, I'm not trying to show anyone spots, man. And that's the biggest thing with all this is dude, you're trying to do it as sneaky pretty much as possible, because you don't want any snakes out there, and there's a ton of snakes out there, dude. Dude, I freaking, there was one spot I mean, the video's still up on her channel, and freaking, I had a cell cam in it, and he actually went on one of our drives with us. But dude, freaking like, dude, I got a couple days after the buck. This was a couple years ago. I got a picture of a dude on the cell cam, and I was like, dude, no way. I was like, someone's in the spot. So I went, I got a picture of him like reaching up, touching it, and then like leaving. And I was like, all right, so he didn't take it. The camera's still there. Right. So I went, got the camera, and then like the next year, dude, I'm in the spot, and I post a freaking Instagram story video, dude, of like the spot, and I was like, should be good. And dude, the dude messaged me. He's like, that's a good spot. And I was like, dude, I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, you don't know where I'm at. And I was like, yeah, like playing it off. And he's like, dude, he named I was like, what spot am I at? Dude, he named the exact piece I was on, exactly where. And he was like, that's the same exact spot where you like missed that big buck at the other time. And I was like, God dang it. I was like, well, I ain't hunting here again, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, dude, dang it. And then he told me, he was like, dude, the only reason I like found it is because you posted a picture, and dude, it legitimately the only video that I didn't switch the map from was that video. I was like, dude, no one will find it. No one will find it. It was hard to like max it up completely, so I just used the exact thing, but I zoomed it in really far. Dude, he freaking found it.
And like when you show like the on
I showed like
thing?
The map, like, and dude, I used the actual like map, which was stupid to do, you know. But I zoomed it in. And I was like, no one's gonna find it. No one's gonna find it. Oh, dude, he found it, dude. And like, yeah, it's like, and dude, we've even had other stuff like some of the Seeker Scouting videos, like. Dude, I mean, like, I don't obviously use anything down there from the Eastern Shore, nothing like that. Like, no pictures, nothing like that map. Like, I'll go to other states, dude. We had this one from, like, Virginia, dude. Private land. Yeah, I don't even know who owned it, dude. We freaking put it in for, like, an example map. Dude freaking blew us up on Facebook. He's like, you, and the Seeker Deer group, he's like, you PA boys, you guys have no idea how to, like, trespass or something like that. And I was like, dude, are you, like, he pulled up he had a screenshot of our map and the screenshot of on X. It was the exact same thing. And I was like, dude, you think we're actually there? I was like, we're not. You know what I mean? But
it's kind of like you just want to be like, well, thanks for watching,
dude.
though.
Yeah, it was like, oh, dude, he helped us out. You know what I mean?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, but bad publicity is still publicity. You know what I mean? Like, he blew up our channel because of, like, posts like that. You know, or people trying to make fun of you, and it's freaking...
Dude, it's crazy because we talked about that with Jake, too.
Yeah.
Like, the self-filming thing is, like... The hardest part sometimes of self-filming is like you don't want to
like just throw away your spots because they're actually good spots. You know what I mean? And you're just trying to do it like it's rough. It's like a double-edged sword.
Would you say that's the hardest part of it then?
Trying to like hide clips and video, or like hide. Oh, dude, hardest part.
Yeah.
There's a lot of videos that you can't use because like we got clip, like even like that drive stuff, for instance, when you went on those drives, dude. Like there were like that first drive we went on to. Half of that we couldn't even use because, you know, there was a landmark in the background.
Yeah, the ones I sent you, I imagine, with the phone because where we were parked at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And me walking in, like it was, you couldn't use that because it shows too much. Yeah. So like that's good for me to know now because it's like, okay, don't get those shots. Yeah. You know, like that's something that if I put out a video, I don't want to blow up my spot, like, especially if you have success there. Yeah. You don't want to blow that spot up. Yeah. Because the hunting public they've been in like the people's mouths about that, like, you know, blowing up spots, all that kind of stuff. Like, but then again, it's public land, you know, like people are going to find it one way or another. Yeah,
I'm sure people have been there. I'm sure people watch these videos and like, oh, I know exactly what tree he's in, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know what I mean? But it just sucks.
But yeah, I mean, that's one part of our self-filming is like, you got to watch any landmarks around you to make sure doesn't show at all.
Oh, yeah.
Because I even got a message like, when my parents got a new cabin up in Bald Eagle, and I'm just saying Bald Eagle because it's like so freaking huge. Right? Yeah. But like the one guy messaged me, was like, "Hey, I saw your truck parked at the parking lot, and then I saw this reel you posted, and I know exactly where it is." And he was like, dude, I hate that. He was like, "Yeah, I saw the first day of rifle season. Your truck was there. You know, I just saw a few buck. I was just wondering, you know, if you were in there and all that kind of stuff." I was like, yeah, I was in there. I didn't see anything that day, so it was like, but now it's like I posted trail cam pics of some really nice buck I have, and it's like, shit, now this guy's gonna try.
Dude, I know. Dude, I know, man. I know. It's so freaking, dude, that's why, like, I seen your truck, and I seen how you have that, like, dude, like, I was like, oh, man, like, no offense to you, man. Like, it's cool shit, dude. It's sick. I just would never do. Dude, I got people who follow me, dude, and will take pictures of my truck where I'm parked at. And be like, dude, you're in there. And I'm like, dude, holy. Dude, so like, I try not to post anything when I'm hunting anymore.
Yep.
Because I don't want anyone. Like, first of all, like, it's not their business. It's just 100% my business. So like, it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? But like, it shouldn't be that way. But I just don't want to even get bothered by them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As if they see it online or something stupid. It sucks. Like we talked about, dude. Like social media is such bullshit, dude. I hate it. But like, you know, we got these channels, dude. You're trying to grow it, so you kind of have to have the social media side. But like, it's just like it's such a double-edged sword, dude. It's such a double-edged sword.
And I've been there. Like I think I might take it off this year, even though it's like it does. You know, it's. I feel it helps at some point. You know, people follow, but like, but then again, it's like. I feel like we're at the point now where it's like 5 years in, 6 years in now. It's like, I don't really need it anymore.
Yeah.
It was just more like, okay, like what if I make this business?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. But then dude, also it's like, if you go to public, like, especially around here where like I go like couple. Like,
dude, they see that. They're like, oh, well, I know Cody's back in there. Sick. Well, it has to be good because I know he kind of kills stuff. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's like, dude, people are snakes, man. They want to take the easiest route possible, dude, every single time.
Yep. And that's a whole other rabbit hole right there with
dude,
the easy route of things. But, okay, so what would you say, what was a must-have shot?
A must-have shot?
Yeah, must-have shot. Like, when you're putting out video, like, what's a must-have shot for you to put in a video? That has to be in almost every video you have.
I would just say, like, maybe the preparation.
Okay.
A lot of people don't do that. I kind of like to do that. I mean, just kind of like, I mean, even like the interview and like the beginning, you know what I mean? Just like kind of like sets the tone for it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And even just any creative shot you can get, like, anything that helps that tells a story. Like, the more shots you get, the better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, when I was editing for, like, we had a bunch of dudes, dude, you would get some cards, and they'd have, like, 4 clips on it, 5 clips. Like, you can't even imagine some of the bull crap I tried to edit over the years, dude. Like, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
But you'll get a thing, and they're like, yeah, man, make it a sick video. And it's, like, 6 clips. One of them's the kill shot. You know, one of them's them dragging it out. The other one is a freaking 5-minute interview. And it's like, dude, I don't want to sit here and see you just talk 5 minutes about how you just killed this deer because, dude, the whole story you should be able to watch how you killed it and, like, you know, see everything that went into the entire hunt.
Yep.
You know, like, that's kind of how I like to do my videos. So, like, the more shots you take in the beginning and kind of explain your stuff and everything you're going through, the better to add to the story.
The one thing I really like about some of your videos you put out is the whole climbing up the tree aspect. Like you put I think you have it on your head, the GoPro or the 360 on your head, and like you're putting the stick on the tree. You're doing that. You're showing that process. Like you may not show the whole process of getting up there.
Yeah, but at least just something. Yeah, at least it adds to it where it's not just like, all right, I'm in the truck. All right, so this is what I'm doing. Next shot. All right, well, guys, I'm in the tree stand. Here's another interview of me talking. You know, like, dude, that stuff I don't like watching hunting videos like that, so I try not to make my videos like that.
How long would you say that interview, like that initial interview at the very beginning?
Short and sweet, baby.
Short and sweet?
Short and sweet.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
Minute most?
Minute most.
Yeah.
Even, like, all your shots, like, you shouldn't have, like, the biggest thing that I've learned is, like, it might just mean the entire world to you, dude. Yeah. Like, you know, it might be the coolest thing ever, but, like, someone else, they have like a 7-second attention span, dude. So the shorter you can keep your shots, the better, and that's the best way to like retain like viewers throughout the entire video. Because if like I ain't gonna, dude, if I look up a video and for like 45 seconds ain't nothing but your face and you're telling me about your hunt, I'm sorry, dude, I'm skipping. You know what I mean? Whereas it's like different shots and different like overlays into videos and stuff, and like you keep it short, and then you go, dude, I'm watching the entire thing because I'm like, all right, what's happening next?
Or what if you so you have that 40-second, minute-long interview process, and then like you overlay it with like
you can do that, dude. Anything,
pictures,
anything where it's not just like, all right, I'm like, I try not to have my shots where it's like just on something directly for more than like 15 seconds.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that even goes for deer coming in too. Like you should see how much footage I cut down of deer like walking in because, dude, like to you it doesn't matter. To me, yeah, it mattered. Like you know, like sometimes, well, like how we do it is like I'll edit the video and then I'll send an unlisted video to like everyone else in the group and they'll watch it and like give them their 2 cents of the video. A lot of times like I'll send it to Alex and he'll be like I asked for his honest opinion, so I'll be like, dude, like the antelope coming in or the deer coming in, whatever it was, he was like, dude, way too long, man. He's like, I get it, like makes sense to you and you like watching it. He's like, but like I could care less about it. Take it out. You know what I mean? So you shorten that down. Like, it's just like,
because you know what happens. You're there and it's happening.
Yeah,
it's like it matters to you.
Yeah,
like you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like it matters to me, but like the average viewer, dude, it doesn't matter to them.
Yep.
It does. Like they could care less about watching a deer take 5 more steps walking in. You know what I mean, or whatever. Like it just
like that the elk video that we got on video. Like it was almost like it was 20 minutes long of like just watching an elk just walk up to the decoys, and like you had to cut it down, but also in my mind, it's like. I didn't want to cut it down too much because it builds that whole story up, but then also the viewers, they don't want to watch an elk just slowly walk up to a decoy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about the viewers too.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that, you know, it takes time to realize that.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Would you say a kill shot or a walk up is more important?
Kill shot.
Kill shot?
Sucks saying that. It sucks saying that because, like, dude, it sucks saying that, but, like, it's a kill shot, dude.
Like
100%.
the pure motion, even with the walk up, like if you had to pick, you would do the kill shot
over a walk up, 100%.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah, because I feel like I would agree. Like the walk up, you see people like they put their camera down and then they walk up again the second time.
That's like I mean I've done that sometimes, you know what I mean, but it's not really capturing the true emotion of right then and there.
Right.
You know
so
what I mean,
it's not that important for the walk up then.
Yeah, I just don't. I like, dude. To be honest with you, when I watch a hunting video, I like if it's boring at all, excuse me, and there's a lot of talking, freaking skip.
Yep.
Right to the kill shot, dude. The kill shot's cool. All right, I'll watch a little bit of like the recovery and stuff. The kill shot's not cool, dude. I'm off the video, man. I'm not even or even like sometimes like they'll just have like, all right, well I didn't get the deer, but here it is. I'm like, boop, click off. You know what I mean? Like I just like, dude. For me, it's cool watching the kill shot. Like it sucks saying that. It is very important. Like it is very important.
What about those videos? Because I see this more and more now, where it's like, you know, I like Tim Palmer. He's my buddy.
Yeah.
But you know, you have videos where you missed a buck and you just sit in front of a camera and you tell a story about the buck, but you overlay that with other video of that buck. Like with that,
I think that could be cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a trend right now going on with a lot of things. Like, okay, you missed a buck, but you had history with this buck. Now I'm going to sit in front of the camera and tell the whole history of this buck and overlay the missed shot I have. Yeah. Like I feel like it's another aspect of it. You know, it's like people talking about their misses and stuff like that. It's like, and that needs to be seen more than, you know, the kill shots are what everyone loves to see. Yeah. Right? But like also sometimes the misses are good too.
Yeah, sometimes the misses are good, or even if you just have a big buck, it is still a cool and you got something out of the video. Yep. Like for instance, like with that late season hunt where we seen all them bucks with me and Ben.
Yep.
Dude, like we could have like, since we didn't kill anything, we could have like waited, hopefully maybe killed something later on in the season and mashed together. Like you could have done that, but dude, there was enough content right then and there where I thought was like, well, it was still a cool hunt. You know, we learned something from it. You know, like the move was cool. Like there was key like little cool points in it. You know, and that's I don't know. Where even I got another one up here where like I I think I went in blind. I just like map scouted. It was early on. And freaking, dude, I got to the spot, and dude, I had freaking 3 does come in. I watched them up on the mountain, and they bed down for a while, and then they roll. You know, it was just like it was a cool hunt. Like I learned something off of it, so I was like, well, people might learn something off of it, so I'll put it up.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like any video, any podcast, anything you put up is like someone might learn something from that. Someone might take something from that, and like gain some knowledge or just enjoyment out of that. And like that's you know, if you like it. Like, that's kind of what I says. Like, if you like it, if I would like it, then I'm going to put it up.
Yeah,
like, because, like you said at the very beginning, you do it because you would still go back and watch it. So, like, that's one thing. But, like, you still want to put out something that's good for other people to watch.
Yeah.
So, like, what shots would be necessary for building it? So, like,
a video. So, pretty much like, what I tell a lot of dudes who, like, are asking me questions about, like, starting out is... like, just pretty much film every single hunt like it's its own hunt.
Okay.
Every single day. So, like, even at the end of the day, when I'm getting out of this tree, I'm still filming, like, me climbing down, you know, or, like, say it's the end of the night, I might do an interview in the tree and be like, all right, well, I'm going to get back up here in the morning. You know, maybe get a shot of me climbing down or something.
Yep.
Then freaking maybe a shot back at camp, something, you know, just anything you can do, you can use to tell the story better and exactly how you feel in the moment, you know, like, anything you can get better than nothing, you know?
Yeah, that's... Yeah, just film everything.
Just
just have
like
a big SD card.
Yeah, have a big SD card and make sure you have an external drive that you can just freaking dump footage on, dude.
Yep.
You know, some of these out-of-state hunts, like I'll bring my laptop and I'll have an external drive and I'll freaking just dump it on. A lot of times I'm running like 64, or no, I'm running like 128 cards, so like I can film like 8-9 hours on my camera.
Yeah, with a 32 in this camera, I can film 3 hours 55 minutes.
Yeah.
In that, and that's reformatted every single time for that. And that's a big tip for everyone, just to reformat your cards every single time.
Yep.
You get the videos off there. Yep. Don't reformat when the video is still on there.
No, don't do that.
Made that mistake before.
Yeah, don't do that.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that answered a lot of questions for people in the filming, and now we're gonna get to part 2 of like your season and watch some YouTube videos.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back.
That sounds good.